So today's little challenge at the school is to take some of our sweet pea pods that we picked last year towards the end of the summer, and you can see that there are varying degrees of thickness. The thicker the pod, the larger the seed probably is within there, and there's some that are quite thin and there's not going to be much inside them, but some of these thicker boys look like they're full of seeds. Sometimes they kind of unravel themselves. You can see that one there, it's kind of broken itself open, and that's a good sign actually. That means that they've decided they're fully ripe and they've released, you can see one there, that they've released their seeds into the bowl. So we're going to see how many. Oh, there's a few more there that have popped out over the winter. We've just kept these just above freezing, kind of between, I would say between 3 and 4 degrees and up to about 10 degrees, just inside our little kind of shed with a big window, our outdoor classroom as we call it. And I think we've got some good seed here that we can try sowing. There's another pod there that we picked last year, and you can see that it's quite thin. The seeds haven't swollen. It was picked too early, and so the seeds that are inside there, I can feel them inside there. They're not big enough, so that's a reject. You want to be looking for pods that have got pods that are nice and thick and rounded, and you can see the seeds inside there swollen up, ready to come out. Here you go, boys or girls. Yeah, they're a good size. We'll get those in there. So here's our seeds, and these are a mixture of these packeted seeds here. We also managed to collect some of our own seeds last year from our sweet pea plants in the school garden. So I've mixed in some of those, which I'm guessing aren't going to be to the same quality as these commercially grown ones. Some of them were a little bit small, but there were some good ones amongst them. So we've just mixed them in. So we've got a mixture of colours and a mixture of grades, I suppose. And I like to do sweet peas in clusters, little groups here. So I'm going to do about 5 or 6, maybe 6 or 7 seeds together in each of these cells here. We've got a 6-pack here that we're going to do a few 6-packs of these later sweet peas. So I'm just doing them in a cluster because they're quite flimsy, weak growing plants. Sweet peas, they do need canes and things or twigs to support them as they grow. I find that by having I'm going to be a little bit more generous in some of these. By having a few growing together, they kind of support each other. They kind of grow in a nice bushy, thick clump. So now, having got those kind of 6 or so seeds in each of those cells, firm it down just a little bit, not pressing too hard, just getting the contact between the seed and the compost, and then top dressing with a little bit more compost, just a couple of millimeters of compost on top there. There you go. That's all there is to it. Sweet pea seeds, quite easy to grow. Wowza, wowza, wowza. How's about that then? Just as a little follow-on from our video where we were selecting the seed from last year's sweet pea flowers, when we picked the pods, we have had really good germinations. We've had really good germination from the seed that we've sown. Most of them I've planted out already, but here's a pack that I'm just about to plant out. I've just gone round and pinched off. If you can see, I've pinched out the growth tip there. It seems a bit cruel, but what that will do is encourage more of the little dormant. It'll encourage more of the little dormant side shoots. You can just see them starting at the bottom there on some of these sweet pea plants. So that will mean that instead of having one stem, we'll have 3 or 4 stems branching out, and that will give us more of the flowering shoots through the summer. You don't have to do that, and some people say it doesn't work, but my experience has been that a bit of pinching out. There's another one there that I could do, just my thumb and forefinger. There we are. I've taken him out there. Sorry, mate, but it was for a better cause. So we're going to plant those out in the garden now. One of my favourite videos on our channel shows us how we plant out our sweet peas with a little bit of a bonus track at the end. So rather than showing you how I'm going to plant these now, I'm just going to direct you to our other video, and if you do find the time to watch it, please hang on to the end of that video where there's a little extra there for your delight. So good luck with your sweet peas. Do let us know how you get on selecting your own sweet pea seeds and getting them to germinate. I'm going to get these bad boys planted now and get some lovely perfumed flowers. I love sweet peas.